Once, nestled between quiet hills and winding roads, there lived a young man named Zain. He was 25 years old, simple on the outside, but deeply restless within. His mind never gave him a moment's rest. Yesterday's regrets pulled him backward. Tomorrow's fears pushed him forward. But today always slipped away unnoticed. Sleep had left him. Laughter had grown distant. It felt like a storm lived permanently inside his chest. Then one day, he heard a story. Beyond the forest on the edge of town, an old man had made his home in a quiet village. People said he had spent his life helping others find stillness. And now, in his final years, he had left the noise of the city behind, to live simply, close to nature. Zain thought, I have tried everything else. Let me try this. After several days of walking, he arrived. A small house, wrapped in climbing vines. On the porch sat an old man, eyes closed, completely at ease, as if the whole world had agreed to be gentle around him. Zain stepped closer and spoke softly. Sir, my mind never stops. I am tired of my own thoughts. Can you show me the way to peace? The old man opened his eyes slowly. A warm smile crossed his face. I can, but I won't hand you the answer. First, you must do something for me. He led Zain to his small courtyard. From a wooden table, he lifted a glass and filled it with water all the way to the very brim. One careless move, and it would spill. He held it out and said, walk to the far end of the village and come back. Just one condition, not a single drop must fall. Zain took the glass and began walking. The village was alive. Someone rushed past him. A vendor called out to customers. Children chased each other laughing. A dog barked from a doorway. But Zain saw none of it. His eyes were fixed on the glass. His breath was steady. His steps were slow and careful. The whole world faded, and only the water remained. He returned. The glass was full. I did it, Zain said quietly. Not one drop spilled. The old man nodded, then asked, Good. Now, tell me, did you notice the children playing? Did you hear the dog? Did any worry cross your mind? Zain paused, then answered honestly, No, I wasn't thinking about anything, just the glass. The old man smiled gently and said, That is it, Zain. That is the whole secret. When the mind is fully in this moment, not yesterday, not tomorrow, it grows quiet on its own. You were not anxious. You were not afraid. You simply were. Something shifted inside Zain. The peace he had traveled so far to find it was never hidden in some distant place. It had always been inside him, waiting. All it needed was his full attention on this moment, just this one. So peace, he said slowly, is not something we find. It is something we return to whenever we come back to now. The old man said nothing. He simply closed his eyes again. That was answer enough. Zain walked home, same road, same hills, same evening air. But he was not the same person. The heaviness in his step was gone. The storm in his mind had stilled. He took one long, slow breath, and for the first time in a long time, he smiled. Not because something had changed around him, but because something had finally settled within him. If this story touched something in you, share it with someone who might need it today. Subscribe for a new story every week, each one carrying a quiet lesson for a noisy world. Until next time, take care of yourself and come back to this moment.